Yo. Let me plug in my my chat phone. Alright, there we go. Somebody's driving past me. Alright. Endwalker. Last session was basically the forum made us privy to their plans regarding the Exodus, which is awesome. You know, thanks for letting us in. Alphino used that information, the fact that they aren't hitting the numbers they want to hit, to kind of get some leverage, and it seems to be working because now we know that their arc was operating at 6% less efficient, or it was 6% less efficient than they wanted to as far as fuel. And now we have a plan. We're going to use material from the shards of, I'm pretty sure, are they shards of Dalamud? I guess they are, but basically they're gonna go into and around the actual binding coils area and use some of the adamantite mined there, or found there, to improve the afterburner, or ether burner rather, and hit the efficiency they need in order to make it as many trips as they need to, which is awesome. So we'll continue with that, but first, before all that, there's one thing I gotta do. There's one thing I gotta do, and there's one place I gotta go to. There's been an update recently, and this update has added one of my favorite multiplayer games into FF14, and I'm about to play the fuck out of it, alright? But I'm playing 14 for the first time. I have not played the event yet. I don't read the patch notes, so I didn't even know it was coming out. I try not to read the patch notes because I don't want to get spoiled. How many people are here? There's probably a lot of people here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I guess it's you. I did tell my friend, or rather my friend told me that he wants to play with me, so I might hit him up and see if he wants to get into it. Wow, so it's limited? Oh, I guess it says that in the chat. Wow, that's lame. I thought it was gonna be a new, like, main event in Gold Saucer. That's kind of lame. Gold Saucer needs more games, man. Gold Saucer needs more reasons for people to come here. Because this place is awesome, but it's like... nobody plays Verminion. Barely anybody does Chocobo Racing. And then you have Gates. A lot of people do Gates. And then you have Triple Triad, which... I've never had an issue finding a game. But, like, not a lot of people do the tournaments either, I imagine. Yeah, like... this place needs more games. Even if it's just, like, the mini-games, you know? Excellent. The next show should be commencing any moment now. Eavesdropping, are we? How very quaint. If you must know, I will soon be making for Blunderville, that I might spectate a few rounds of organized chaos. You have heard of it, yes? No? It shouldn't come as any surprise, but the Gold Saucer has once again deigned to dream bigger. They now offer a host of precarious obstacle courses, which they refer to as shows, and lavish prizes to those who participate. If you prefer something more thrilling than cards and cactbots, perhaps you might find it to your liking. Speak of the curiously dressed man named Y, and he shall guide you to the Blunderville Square. Oh, that's fire! That's fire. Hold on. I'm gonna hit up my friend and see if he wants to do a game. Oh, it's in, what is it, Wonder Square, they said? Right, this is Wonder Square, yeah. We'll walk over there, immersion. What the fuck is this? What the fuck am I looking at? Oh my god, oh no! Oh no, you don't get paid enough for this, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What the fuck are these? They don't pay you enough. They don't pay you enough. Oh my god. Nah. Nah, I can't believe they did that to you. Oh, can we dye it at least? I know that's in the game already. Like oh no! So my friend told me that this is in the game. I knew about the outfit. If you can dye it, maybe it's salvageable. I'm not wearing pink. There's nothing wrong with pink. Pink is a beautiful color. I'm not wearing pink with this outfit. Look at this thing. It looks like pajamas. What is this? Greetings. Ready to stumble on into Blunderville Square? Yes. I'll do one game and then I'll head back to MSQ and I'll play more on my own time. That's so cool. This should just be a thing in the game. Why is it an event? This is so cool. Need a break from the apocalypse. Come get crowns. So I actually have a crazy story about Fall Guys. It's not a crazy story. It's the story of why I don't play Fall Guys anymore, despite liking it. Oh, this is fire. So the reason why I don't play Fall Guys anymore is they had a collab with Sonic the Hedgehog. I believe it was the first collab they ever did. Right? I think it was. And I like Sonic. Sonic is my favorite video game character of all time. I will do anything for a Sonic related anything in the game that I'm currently playing, right? So they had the Sonic skin, and the way Fall Guys does their costumes, they do a hat and then body. At least at the time, I think they changed it. They have like mini crowns now, so they might have changed how they do the currency. But it was 5 crowns for a top, which was your hat, and it was 5 crowns for the bottom, which was the rest of the costume. And if you didn't get both parts of the costume, well, you were stuck with only one half of it, and it would look awkward because you would have to try and match it with stuff. Me, I wanted the full Sonic set, so you needed 10 crowns, okay? 10 crowns, not counting the battle pass, was 10 wins. I needed to get 10 wins, or however many crowns I got in the battle pass, to get this skin, right? They made a mistake, and the event was supposed to go a lot longer, but they made a mistake and said that the event was only going to last for 3 days, okay? So in my panic, or I think they said it was gonna be 3 days long, but when I went online, like, to play, they said it was gonna end the next day, so I thought I had missed some of it. I think that's what happened. And so, in panic, I was farming Fall Guys the entire day to get my Sonic skin, so I could feel complete. I played Fall Guys for 18 hours straight, no breaks, to try and get 10 crowns to get my Sonic skin. And I got it, I played through an awful headache, and I never booted up the game again. That's not true. I did play, I think, when the, like, Cyber season dropped. But, yeah, I played Fall Guys for 18 hours straight, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's all the Fall Guys I'm going to play in my life. So I never played it again. At least seriously, anyway. So, this is kind of interesting. This is going to be the first time I, like, really play Fall Guys in a while. So, welcome to Blunderville Square. The Gold Saucer's second round is square. I'm known as the Beankeep, and it is my... and it is my duty to guide newcome challenges to their premiere show. By the glimmer in your eyes, I take it this is your first visit. Aha! As I thought. Never fear, however, for I shall explain it all. Explain all. Blunderville is a set of battle royale obstacles courses fit for up to 24 challengers. And you, my intrepid friend, look like our very next one. Challengers are tasked with overcoming 3 particularly tricksy courses, and must race ahead of the pack if they wish to qualify for further challenges. Whether you fall flat during the first round or find yourself among the final few, you're sure to win rewards aplenty. Should you bumble and stumble your way to the last round, then you too have a chance of claiming the coveted crown! Okay, so there are crowns. It can be quite a lot to take in, so I'll leave the final details for later. In the meantime, have you any pressing questions, comments, concerns? What are those strange creatures? They are beans, my friend. We are playing whole ass Fall Guys in FF14. An excellent question indeed. Our diminutive friends here are known as the Beans. Their curious coloration and delightful charms inspired us to construct this very hall, and our shows, of course, with creative abandon. Though we know not where they originated from, we but recently discovered these little ones wandering the gold saucer. They're round. Oh. Hold on. What did I say? They're round physiques. Hold up. I need my lore! Okay, even bean lore. Their round physiques are reminiscent of legumes, so we eventually came to call them the beans. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. Oh, I didn't even read that one! No! I didn't even read that one! Be they voidsent or seedkin or something else entirely, they are adorably inquisitive creatures. You simply must hear them hoot and holler about the halls. I have no idea what they're attempting to say, mind you, but it all sounds quite precious. On the other hand, you might be surprised to learn that Master Godbert Vanderville, proprietor of the Gold Saucer, was the first to attempt communication with the Beans. I'm told they found his hearty laughter and muscular mannerisms most endearing. It is thanks to his efforts... I'm gonna drop the quality back to 480, I'm sorry. It's thanks to his efforts that we found common ground with them, and in turn, they grew comfortable enough to show off their unique proclivities, such as racing through every obstacle that comes their way. They may be a tad clumsy, but the spirit of competition that lies within them is a force to be reckoned with. Master Manderville was so moved by these displays, he immediately ordered a construction of this whimsical hall that his new friends might have a place to frolic and play with others. Forgive me, was I rambling? Well, in any case, that, my good man, is how Blunderville came to be. You're more than welcome to take on our shows by yourself, or with an entire alliance of companions if you wish. Cool. Once you've made your preparations, simply speak with the registrar. We'll escort you to our next show as soon as every competitor is accounted for. I'm mad that this isn't permanent, because this would be kind of cool to do. Like, in the side. I believe that covers the basics, but if you have any other burning questions about what you might encounter along the way, I would be pleased to assist you. I wish you luck out there, and may you rise above the rest. That's so good. A custom HUD will be displayed in Blunderville. Should you wish to adjust the HUD? Okay. Custom HUD. Oh, I see it at the top. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Let me see. Where's the vendor? Price claim. Here we go. I want to see all the... Okay. Glossy crown. Okay. And then this is the rest of the outfit. I'm not crazy about the hoodie, but the animation is kind of cool. The animation is kind of cool. Okay, there's shit. Hold on. I gotta get all of it. Oh, it looks like it's dyeable too. Look at that. Okay, so we can dye it. Alright, well, since it's limited time, I'm gonna have to get all of these. Right? Whoa, gunmetal black dye? Okay, so these dyes being available for playing Fall Guys is actually kind of huge. Because you get them, you know, without having to, like, spend money. Alright, I'm gonna get all the Framers kits for sure. They're minions and shit? Oh, and a mount? Okay, well, I'm gonna get the mount first, because I'm not crazy about the outfit. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's play some fucking Fall Guys, man. This is cool. Can I go all the way up? Aw, damn. That's lame. This is fire as fuck. Reserving server. Oh, it looks actually kind of cool in this color. I want to see what it looks like in like a color I like. I might as well, right? Yeah, I feel like everybody's gonna go for this. Isekai clothes. See it in blue. That's too dark. I kind of fuck with that. That's pretty cool. I like that too. I think that's what these guys are wearing. I think they have it dyed black. Or ink blue at least. That's pretty cute. The metal dyes are too much. I'm not a big fan of the metal dyes to begin with, but this is just too much. It dyes pretty well. That's pretty cool. Alright. I want to... Who the fuck is this guy? I want to play. Do I have to be in here to, like, queue up? Can I, like... I guess so. Yeah, it's not in here. Yeah, I want that mount first. I wonder if getting crowns... So it's all the same currency, but I wonder if getting crowns gives you more currency, right? I understand why they didn't make it so... Because everybody's going to be running around with crowns. I was going to say, I feel like it'd be kind of cool if only the people who've won a series gets to use a crown, but... Right? Like... Then you're going to have, like, exclusive gear, and people aren't going to be happy, and, you know... I get it. I just want the fucking mount, though. God damn, DPS queue extends to Fall Guys too? Like, can I... Do I need to go healer? This is kind of fire. I like seeing people hang out in 14. Alright, well. Thanks for pulling up to my most exciting stream. I kind of want to read the patch notes, but I don't want to get spoiled on anything. Oh, that guy got in. What the hell? I don't think a party would necessarily influence it that much, would it? Oh shit, I didn't even see the ceiling. What? Is that a giant... See, are we calling them beans now? I've been calling them Fall Guys. Like, I've been saying, like, is that a giant Fall Guy? do you do? I'm gonna take a break from the show business, but I happen upon this odd little bird instead, and now I can't stop staring at it. What if it falls over and no one's around to pick it back up? Oh, these are the little guys from the, that one minigame, where you have to, like, hold it for a long amount of time? Or the longest amount of time or something like that? I think it was season 3, right? With the ice? Or 4. 4, maybe. Whichever season had the ice. That's like hold it longer. Exciting. Truly riveting. Yep. This is like that one bit in Fairly Odd Parent. Oh fuck! Okay. Alright, let's go. Now I've won Fall Guys rounds before, okay? I have several wins in Fall Guys. I don't know how much different it's going to be. We'll see. Oh god, please don't let me play that game. Not in this game. Alright, come on. Let's go. Okay, so it's just a race? I can do that. Wait, do we get knocked around? Oh, shit. We might get knocked around. Alright, come on. Come on. I know how to do this. Hasn't been that long, right? Play my song. Play my song and we win. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. Oh, the controller vibrates. Yes, they're playing my song! Alright, bet. What? What does that mean? Ah! What the fuck? Okay, so I gotta raid? Okay, okay, okay. It is different. It is different. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, so I gotta 3, 2, 1. Okay. That's cool. Okay, so it's raid mechanics. I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. I'm in. Okay. Oh, this is fucking crazy. Okay, this is not Fall Guys. What? Oh, okay. Ah! What the fuck? Do I have to go back up? Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, this shit's different. Okay. I want to go this way. Alright, easy, easy. Okay, sure. I can't slow down. I can go this way. Oh! Goated. Oh, okay, alright, bet. Oh god, it's actually like Fall Guys. Fuck you. No! I might not qualify. I might not qualify. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Yes, let's go! Okay. Okay. So it's not like actual Fall Guys. Okay, it's like raid mechanics. You get a decent chunk of MGP too. Avoid typhoons, fungas, and stay on the platform. Aw, shit. Okay. Okay. So it's just survival. Alright. I ain't scared. I'm really bad at the survival minigames though, so we'll see. I'm better at the races than I am the survival. Is this survival? Like, what's gonna happen? No. Okay. This song is fire. I guess I'm going this way? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, shit. Nope. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. I get it. I get it. I get it. Oh, we're running away from Typhon's, blow. No! What knocked me off? It wasn't the stick. There's no way. There's no way it was the stick. I got hit by something else. Fuck. Wait, final round? Wait, did I qualify? Oh no, am I spectating? I might be spectating. I'll watch. I want to see. I want to learn. I want to learn. I'll do one more round. Oh god, I saw Yojimbo. What the fuck? Okay. Can I like play? Like practice? Fall Guys needs this. Okay. Alright, yeah. I'll practice. Okay. It's gonna turn. Yep. Okay. Is this Thick Bunkus? Oh, no, never mind. I thought it was like a special spot. Okay, I'm not getting hit by any of this shit. Okay. I see. Lima Beans wins Fall Guys. That's fire. Alright. I'll do one more. What the hell? Is that the emote? I'm never getting that emote. I don't think I want that emote. I'll do one more. Alright. Where's the help desk? There you are. Alright. And I think win or lose, this next run should allow me to get... Or no, I probably have to win at least round 1, right? If I win round 1, that should be enough for the mount. Which is all I'm here for right now, anyway. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, I guess... It makes sense. I thought they were, like, porting Fall Guys into 14. And this whole time I was like, how is that gonna work? But it makes way more sense to actually just make a 14 version of Fall Guys. Right? I don't know how I didn't think of that. Not AFK people, though. I wonder how many games there are in total. It's probably not the same 3, right? Oh, somebody has the Yokai Watch minion. If I'm not mistaken, those are like really rare now. They never brought that event back. I don't think they'll ever bring that event back now that I think about it. Yokai Watch is kind of falling off, right? Is Yokai Watch still popular? Because I feel like I don't hear anything about it anymore. I think they had like, what, 3-4 games? It seems like it was doing numbers though. Let me see, hold on. Newest Yokai Watch game. Why School Heroes Bustling School Life in 2020. No Western release. Yeesh. Oh, as of this summer, the next Yokai Watch game is in development. The 10th anniversary. Damn, 10? Maybe we will get the event back. That'd be kind of cool. So I don't really fuck with Yokai Watch, but I like Jibanyan. I think Jibanyan's like a really cool character design, and I want that minion in this game so bad. These queues are painful. There's probably a lot of people playing it though. What? It put me in! I can't play with those guys? What is this minion? See this thing? Hold on. What the hell is this? I've never seen that before. Just all. Huh. See, with these queue times, I'm kind of glad I'm not sticking here as long as I kind of want to. This whole stream would just be like 90% queue times and then 10% me dying in the first round. So we'll be going back to MSQ right after this next one. I just want to see if I can get enough of the mount on my first time in. See, I like the way the white looks on the hoodie. That looks really good. That's something I would wear. Like, unironically, I know I was roasting the hoodie before, but like seeing it dyed in white, that's something I would actually wear. Maybe without the stripes on the side, like just the fall guy in the middle, and then like the purple like gradient. Yeah, I'd wear the fuck out of that. Come on, Square. Is this an NPC? I thought it was a real player this whole time. I'm just gonna go around and look at people's outfits because I don't know if I can leave this area while in queue. Is that Goofy? That's whole ass Goofy. That's cool. I don't know if that's on purpose, but they look like Goofy. Kingdom Hearts Goofy. A lot of people are just wearing the Fall Guy hoodie, which, I mean, like, I guess that makes sense. Halloween outfit, fire. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, they are doing Kingdom Hearts cosplay. Okay, hold on. I want to go see them then. I want to go back and see them. All right, who am I with? A bunch of scrubs. I'm playing. All right. I'm really curious to see if it's gonna be the same games or not. It looks like it's the same games. Okay. At least it's the same first round. This shit would be fucking chaos if you can grab people in this game. I just thought about that. If they had a grabbing mechanic in the 14 version. Oh, come on. There you go. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, fuck off. Now I'm stuck in fuck land. Alright. We go. We go. We commit, we commit, we commit, we commit. Alright, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Just gotta make it to round 3. Okay, bam, expert weave. I don't feel comfortable going straight through. Okay. Alright, I'm in. Alright. We go up this way. Right, and then this way still safe. Oh, look at this shit. Look at this RNG. Look at this RNG! Look at this RNG! Fuck! Okay, but the RNG was still clean. Second place. I'll take it. I'll take it. Nice second place. This dude running with his weapon out. I want to say you're not cool, but that is cool as fuck. Oh, we can move around? Actually, hold on. Hit the moonlift dance on him. Get silly. This dude did it again. He did a victory lap. Come on, five more people. Y'all got it. I believe. Alright, we got Azalkia. Tamamo Nyame, that's a name. And then I think it's these 3 right here. Yep, GG. Alright. Okay, so the second round, I'm not going to die. Okay, it's the same games. So you just do laps, I guess. And so the gold path is the most risky but the fastest. So I'm gonna go for gold path. Oh, but you gotta do a jump. Okay. I see. It's bait. Right? Yeah, you gotta, okay. I see. This song is fire, man. Oh shit. There we go. Oh, rip that guy. Controller Master Race? Controller Master Race? I'm waiting for this. Oh, I see. I see. No! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What? I wasn't even in that! I understand 14 uses snapshotting. What the fuck was that? I wasn't in it when it disappeared. Oh, I don't want to see this shit. Okay, this is really fun though, but I do want to get back to MSQ. I can't do Fall Guys for 4 hours. But this is really fun. Damn, the worst part is I hate how quickly it like ends too. Right? Like all I gotta do is survive like that first half, and then like all the people who would have fallen will have fallen. I keep telling you, I'm bad at survival in Fall Guys. I always have been. Alright, I will leave though. Alright, so let's go get the mount. I think it was 210. That's not bad. Oh, it's 410. Okay. Well, I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. I'm not in a rush. So they are Kingdom Hearts characters, right? Somebody said I love your Kingdom Hearts cosplays. Oh, that's fire! Okay, so we got... I guess also... No, this is Mickey. Tall-ass Mickey. So we got Sora, Donald, Goofy, and tall-ass Mickey. That's fire. Alright, let's get out of here. And we'll head back to the Archeon. And I will use. So I did the recap, but just a quick recap to kind of cleanse the palate from, you know, unbridled fun. We are going to assist the... We're going to assist the Senate, I guess. We're going to assist with the building of the ether burner, or the refining of the ether burner. And we have dispatched groups all over Eorzea to head down into the mining coils and mine the adamantite that we need, which is a very rare, strong material that the Alligans use. So I'm excited. You know, Hayes is an engineer after all, right? So it all works out. Pretty boy Fredo. Let's see, I went down this way. I think I'm in the right direction. All right. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, that's right. We have to go in here first. Okay, I remember now. I remember now. I thought I was already down there. My fault. Right, and then it was in this building. Hold on. Fall Guys mod? No, it's not a mod, Steven. It is actually just in the game. It's a collab with the Fall Guys devs. And then in Fall Guys, you can actually get the skins of 2 of the characters in 14. 2 to my knowledge. I think it's only 2. me see. I should be walking up to them right now. You can actually see what the skins are. Yeah, I mean that was fun. Like I'm definitely gonna do that again, probably at work. But these things look cool as fuck. Do you need help? They need help. But I'm gonna help them on Astrologian. I probably shouldn't use that. If I use Earthly Star, it's gonna aggro all of them onto me, and I definitely don't want that. I got you, big dog. Get in there. I'll heal you. Pop that. Trying to get this card. Okay, well I guess now I'm gonna use Earthly Star. I'll keep this guy alive though. There we go. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, the skins that are in Fall Guys are of these two characters right here, the twins. That's all I know, though. I don't know if there's, like, more. Alfin was resisting the urge to pat himself on the back. Our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics. We will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. Is this who we were just helping? I think it is. In the meantime, is there aught else we might do to be of service? Ha! You've already done more than enough. If I had to say, though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than the average scholar. Ha! If only Master Kakol knew how right he was. While he and Graha establish a rapport, why don't we help with preparations for the Great Exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our arrangement, but I propose this not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics of traveling the Great Expanse. If nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Hold on. Alright. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you have a mind to lend a hand, I know where you ought to go. Shirley and Hamlin is lousy with researchers and scholarly types, busying themselves preparing for the Exodus. Ah, that lot need all the help they can get. To the hamlet? Well then, off we go. Cool. Alright. I don't know what that voice I did was, but here we are. Off we go. Alright, let's head to the hamlet. It'd be nice to get another etherite. Is that the hamlet over there? I guess it is. They're probably gonna make inside there a dungeon, if I had to guess. I mean, it seems like we can go to it a little bit, but I don't know. It feels like the perfect setting for a dungeon. Like, I feel like that place is gonna get overrun by something, and we're gonna have to clean it up. In order to protect the secrets of the Central Circuit, the researchers must navigate a bewildering maze of paperwork before they are permitted to return to the surface. I suppose it's no different than any other aspect of Charlene society. We do love our bureaucracy. It's very much a mirror of the city above, which is perhaps how it came to be called Charlene Hamlet. Huh. What a quaint little settlement this is. Shame it is hidden underground. As surprised as I was to learn the foreign plan to send everyone to the moon, I can't imagine how the common folk must feel about it. I don't mind a bit of heavy lifting, but I draw the line at paperwork. So much as wave a sheaf of documents at me and I'll put my lance through it. Do my senses deceive me? In the shadow of yon corner. One can but hope this leadeth not to mischievous undertakings. Who? Who are you talking about? Hold on. Who are you talking about? The Chocobo Keep? Okay, I'm kind of worried now. Alright, what's up, Alize? From what I can tell, a lot of the people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Monteshane mentioned. Let's start by asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. Let's meet by the Aetheryte once our work is done. Ooh, side quest. Already getting started. I'll talk to the Chocobo Keep first and foremost. And honestly, I feel like the Chocobo Keep is actually going to be pretty useful in this area. Because, let me see. So it goes to the Archeon and the Hall of Artifice. It's a 1-minute trip. So, without having the ability to fly, the Chocobo Porter, it will take the shortest path, but it'll cost gil. So it'll actually just fly a straight line through here. So it could be useful for going up and down if it's going to make us do that a lot. And I think Hall of the Artifice is up here, right? I guess so. This is Path of the Artifice. Oh shit, Ether Currents. Okay. Well, if we're doing side quests already, what do I want to level up? I guess Reaper. It's been a while. A vet in Charlene Hamlet is wrangling with a beast of problem. Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but notice that you've a way of... Excuse me, sir. I couldn't help but notice that you've a way about you that simply screams, I have an affinity for creatures of the wilds. And since I'm never wrong about such things, might it trouble you? You see, amongst the troops of trolls living in the Outer Circuit, I came upon one who was sick beyond measure. I took the poor creature in at once and saw him healed, of course, but when I attempted to return him to his rightful home, he flew into a panic, as if he could not bear the thought of going back. To make matters worse, the troll saw fit to escape into a den of Analas. I'll go after him, but I'm so fumble-footed I'll scare him off like as not. He'll be torn limb from limb from my pains by the... fiends. So I turn to you. Did you seek out this troll of which I spoke? I shall provide you with his favorite food, and with it, you should be able to calm the piteous thing. Hopefully that will be enough to see his senses restored and for him to come hurrying back. And though I shudder to think of it, if any of those fell Analas seek to impede you or pester that troll, make those beasts regret their interference. Oh, and don't worry, you'll be rewarded for your efforts. Alright. Heavens forfend, to think this would happen in my kitchen. The nerve. Oh, you there. Yes, you. You've the look of a man who knows what he's about, and I'm in desperate need of one such as you. Picked myself a bushel of Muriel Argonomics apples, but wouldn't you know, some nasty mandragora swiped those red beauties from under my nose. Not sure how they got in there in the first place, but that's besides the point. I could well try to steal them back myself, but goodness knows how many hours it'd be before I stumbled upon that blasted bandit. I'm only one woman. I can't cover all that ground by myself. So be a friend and help me get my apples back, would you? I just knew you'd oblige me. Now then, let's talk strategy. I'll scour the area just south of here, so you take the north. Deal? Mandragores buried themselves in the dirt to hide, so if you see one of their bulbous heads poking out of the soil, hit them with one of these malodorous bombs. They'll be so surprised to get a face full of stink, they'll leap out and leave behind my apples. Yeah? The thief will probably take off running, but let them go. I just want my pilfered fruit returned. Besides, Mandragora carcass isn't on the menu tonight. Right then, I'll leave you to your search. Happy hunting. Bombs? We're gonna blow up the tomatoes. What luck. You're just the gallant sword I was in search of. You see, I whipped up an experimental new tincture, one that brings low a certain type of fiend. I hoped a brave adventurer might test its efficacy for me in the field. And since you're here, perhaps you could fill that role. Good. Now then, about the solution of mine. With the help of some gleaners, I've crafted a concoction that can incinerate even the hardest of seedkin's casings. Incinerate? Not incinerate? Oh, incinerate is to make soft. Huh. Allowing one to make quick work of the beasts. Or so my hypothesis goes, anyway. Alas, my genius remains untested and thus unproven, which is where you come in. Not so well versed in the ways of war, should have no trouble at all verifying this the tincture's efficacy, I should think. Based on the information I have ascertained, an oversized Braccanan can be found wandering about to the west of Logisticon Beta. Douse that sadistic seedkin in my newest nostrum, and bash it into a bloody pulp for me, would you? What do people have against the grass here, man? Is it overgrowing that much? Alright, I guess if I'm accepting side quests, I'll mount up. I'll tune to the ether right first. I probably don't even need the Chocobo Porter, because I have all the aetherites now. Fiola seeks those in possession of both a green thumb and a penchant for punishing plants. What do they have against the plants down here? Oh my, the ways of Thaliak are as mysterious as they are providential. I think a man so robust as you would appear before me in my hour of need. This is not divine intervention. I know not what is. The hell are you talking about? I face a trial for which I am not equal, nor shall ever be. It involves the capture of my most feared nemesis. Tomatoes. You see, I can barely speak the vile beast's name without my gorge rising. You would do well to consider my offer, truly. I have money set aside, quite a bit of it in fact. All you need to do is capture one of those vile vegetables. You'll find them near Muriel Argonomics, and they're quite hard to miss, disgusting things that they are. Okay, there's one more quest up here. Excuse me, but can I trouble you for a moment? I'm looking for someone, you see, and I was hoping you might help. I was due to receive a pair of beasts captured in St. Mosian's Arboretum, but the gleaner who's meant to make the delivery has yet to appear, and I've grown rather tired of waiting. I've tried reaching him via Link Pearl, but to no avail. I'm tempted to go out and search for him myself, but what if he arrives and I'm not here? So, would you be willing to find said gleaner for me? No, how about you go find him and I wait here? Thank you. He'll have to be relatively easy to spot, I should think, considering he's traveling with 2 mud-covered seedkin. Yeah, mud. Search west of here first. I'll check around here, just to make sure he's not rounding the corner or some such. Did you find him before I do? Hurry back here, will you? Yeah, it's not. That's not mud. It's probably mud in the English version. Okay. Okay, so one of the quests is up there. I know MSQ, but kind of want to get these side quests out of the way and just kind of like chill and play my visual novel, you know what I mean? So if they're here for me to start with, let me get them out of the way today. Oh shit, I'm severely underleveled for this area. Like, really underleveled. I don't think I can actually do this quest on Reaper. I could probably turn it in on Reaper, but I can't do it on Reaper. I'll do, I don't know, Gunbreaker's fun. Oh, don't I have that button now? Oh, shit. Okay. See, I gotta remember to use that. I kind of almost want to put it here. I don't know if you can see what button I'm pressing, but I kind of almost want to put it there. I could do like bop, bop, bop. That feels pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there, actually. I like to have all my AoE kind of on the same hotbar, but I'll make an exception. Grr. Moi. And look at those legs. Is that lingerie? I'm actually gonna put this back. For the same reason I just said I was gonna ignore putting it there. Like, I like all my AoE to be on the same hotbar. All of my AoE and, you know, do not use these buttons. Unless the situation calls for it. Oh. See, on the bright side, we can just teleport back to the city whenever we're done questing. Although there is this one up here. I can just teleport there and grab it, though. Aren't we bonking them on the head with something? Oh, yeah, no, we're blowing them up, I forgot. Okay, well, it wasn't that innocent victim. Okay, it wasn't that one. Is this one gonna make me fight it? Probably. No? Okay. The Quizzical Queen up and flees in a flustered state, leaving behind apples. It would appear that this knavish Mandragora was behind the fruit napping. Oh shit, okay. I guess I'll just grab them all one by one. No big deal. I think a mosquito got me. Oh, ether current, nice. How much more do I need in this area? A lot. A lot. It looks like we're gonna be in Labyrinthos for a while. Thank goodness you're here. Rabasa caught me by surprise. Gave me a nasty shock. What are you doing all the way out here? Ah, of course. I suppose all this waiting would make anyone rather nervous. I'll give my apologies to the operator when I deliver these specimens. As for the specimens themselves, well, let's just say I'm rather surprised they're still in one piece. Despite being bathed in lightning, their earth alignment probably saved them, come to think of it. At any rate, thank you, kind stranger. Thought I'd still be among the living if not for your aid. Right then, I had better get going. Don't want to keep the operator waiting any longer than he already has. Oh, so that's a Probassa. So those use lightning? Okay. go in that building. This part of Labyrinthos is actually kind of cool to me. This, more so than the upper floor, feels like we're actually, like, navigating around rings. Like, it's actually kind of cool. Up there, it just felt like a regular, like, cliff face, you know? I mean, probably because it was a regular cliff face now that I'm looking back at it. Fine. I got out. Holy shit. I'm sorry about your little brother. I didn't mean it. Alright, thank you. Oh, I gotta weaken it. I gotta weaken it. That's right. Camouflage. Die, damn you. There we go. And the last quest is up there. I'm gonna turn them all in at the same time. That hardcore parkour. They're dummies here. I keep forgetting that. Gotta remember that. I've been trying to, I have like go-to places to do training dummy stuff on, but I'm trying to like find new ones. I like to go to the places that nobody else goes to, right? Like everybody goes to Summerford Farms. I have like, I worry about doing my rotation wrong in front of people. So I kind of want to like practice, you know, in my own private mountains, you know what I'm saying? I could have taken the elevator. I feel like a dumbass. Alright. I completely forgot about the elevator. There we go. Not gonna lie, I like this song. It's getting a little old. It's getting a little old. No! The auto attack killed it. I'm angry. I guess to be fair, I didn't have to go that hard on the damage. Right? Here, you son of a bitch. Shut up. Get in the bag. There you go. Alright, we've kidnapped the tomato. Let's head back. and we'll turn these in on Reaper. Well, were you able to capture one of those terrible tomatoes? Yeah. Pardon me. Even in this sack, I cannot stomach the wretches. Better in than out, I suppose. At least it won't get its disastrously painful juices into anyone's eyes. You must be curious as to why tomatoes maddened into violence were running amok. Well, the truth is, the gleaner had sowed a congeries, a vegetable he used to cultivate on the plantation, and a few of these vermin managed to slip in unnoticed. The soil was exceptionally fertile by the looks of it, because the creatures proliferated with alarming ease, more so than anyone could have possibly guessed. And to provide this tale with an even stranger twist, the juices they squirted into my eyes had a salubrious effect. I no longer have need of my glasses. I can see with perfect clarity now. Though I was in a great deal of pain, mind you. Salubrious?
Salubrious.
Salubrious. Health-giving, healthy. Huh. Okay. Though I was in a great deal of pain, mind you. Well, when life gives you tomatoes, make eye juice? No, that hasn't a very pithy ring to it at all. At any rate, your services have been most helpful. I'll begin my research as soon as I am back in the laboratory. And before I forget, your reward. Thank you. Ah, there you are. I've come up empty-handed, sad as that is to admit. How did you fare? Were you able to recover the apples? Mm-hmm. You were? Oh my, I can't thank you enough. Goodness me, now that I have a proper look at them, they're rather enormous, aren't they? Funny how I didn't see that before. Labyrinthos, as you've surely noticed, is entirely man-made, and our continued prosperity is thanks in part to the elemental reactor and the false sun. Though, truth be told, those two things are likely to blame for our oversized fruit. Where it is, there's research afoot to see if the above-ground orchids could produce something of a similar size as well. Given what little we know, though, I'm sure that day is quite a long way off. Oh, begging your pardon. Here I am, talking your ear off, and I'm sure you've better things to be getting on with. Heavens no, I certainly do. Apple pies don't bake themselves, now do they? Thank you again for your help. Ma'am, you could bake a pie with each one of those apples, like separately. Each one of those apples could be a pie. That is nuts. The gear's level 88, I can't even use it. Why? Not a scratch on you. Take it to mean my serum did its job then. Yeah. Is that so? Goodness, my genius is rather startling, is it? How was the tincture most hastily thrown together? Nary a thought was put into it. At any rate, I thank you for services rendered. Here, for your troubles. Well then, I must return to my pondering. These theories of mine won't hypothesize themselves. Okay, asshole. You look like a bitch, too. Look, he's returned. I can't thank you enough. I know they may not look it, but trolls are really quite intelligent. They're an intrinsic part of the woodlands of Labyrinthos, and keep it healthy and thriving. But we have a responsibility to put down the more violent and unruly ones. Most trolls such as this one are kind, docile things in fact. Our friend here has a real chance of becoming leader of this tribe, perhaps even guardian of the forest someday. It is we who saw these creatures removed from their natural habitats and relocated them within Labyrinthos. Thus, we have a responsibility to watch over them, to ensure they are well. And it would be too cruel to dispose of one simply because they're under the weather. Ah, yes, your reward. Here, as promised. Now then, it is high time I saw this fellow return to the outer circuit. Farewell, adventurer. Well. There you are. I'll see you again. The Gleaner told me everything that happened, how you got him out of a tight spot. He seems to have escaped largely unscathed, but the chirurgeons are giving him a thorough inspection just in case. You may not know this, but they're actually a variety of corporicore. Only these happen to be smeared in a unique type of mud originating from the Arboretum. Judging by the look on your face, you already know of the species, don't you? Yes, something tells me you're already quite intimate with the Arboretum. Isn't it just a wonderful place? You must be wondering why I required these muddy little things. Well, I had a theory that their earthline might prove to be of use in the amplification of said element. I'd not expected such an unfortunate accident would come to my curiosity, though. Well, we're none of us the worse for wear, so perhaps not that fortunate? The cleaner's still alive and kicking, and the samples made it safely here. All thanks to you, of course. So all's well that ends well, yes? Alright. So we gotta go talk to some NPCs. I'll position in front of the first one, then I'm gonna go grab a soda. I think one was over here. Somewhere. Okay, there we go. That's not the one I was thinking of, but I'll take it. Alright, I will be right back. I'm gonna grab that soda. Alright, I'm back. These mellow yellows are like crack, man. I haven't had a mellow yellow in 10 years and I can't stop drinking them. Oh shit, my headphones unplugged. I was like, where's the sound? There we go, there's that repetitive ass song that I definitely was missing. Where's there we go. Helping with the Ark? Even with all the power Master Cole's managed to squeeze out of the ether burner, it's still not enough apparently. Now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures running rampant all over. If only we'd begun the exodus sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end to it if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We've spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and all will be well. Oh, hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on the ether burner? Oh dear, I hear things have come to a standstill on that front. Even so, I'd choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples, day in, day out. Hiring thankless work. There's like a mark on my screen, and I can't tell what race this character is, so I was like trying to angle it so the mark wasn't covering it. I see now that she's a Rogadin, and the name makes sense now. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The forum's got enough on their plate as it is, what with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. A lot of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortuno and the others. Only get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Probably not, honestly. Probably been sleeping in shifts for the past couple of months. Where's this last guy? There you are. Offering to help? That's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the documents by myself. It's mostly lists of the things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and then whichever star we choose is our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our Luna collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I have not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looming giants. I would much prefer something small and fluffy, like that beheaded rabbit that ran by. Well, you're in luck. Fancy meeting you here, Hayes. Our friends of the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was kind of impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is the Theorist itself, though we now find ourselves in a sort of funny, underground, miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare, and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chance upon Urianger and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Wouldn't that be fun? I genuinely almost choked on that last sip, and I was trying so hard to hide it. And I eventually lost. Try as he might, Urianger cannot free himself of the labyrinths. Tour of Labyrinthos. Expected a prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, it would be in our best interest to have the labyrinths acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlatan collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap they are better suited to lead this venture. What a marvelous idea! May we begin with that great big what's-it over yonder? What? Ah, yes, the what's-it. I shall leave its explanation to Hayes. Fuck you, Urianger. That big what's-it? That big what's-it? Singway's getting down. Goodness me, to build something so large without creation magics is positively stupendous. Perhaps you could direct our attention to its most important features. Okay. Search the apparatus for points of interest. Okay. Have I done Fall Guys? Yes, dude. Fall Guys is so fun. How you doing, Shiro, by the way? Chillin'? Yeah, Fall Guys was actually really fun. I haven't played enough to get the mount yet, but that's kind of what I want. Like, first, and then I'll go for everything else. It's a little hard to see from here, but is that a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, this must be for purifying water drawn up from below. Cool. Okay, well, I can't look at the wheel. The second round is, like, insane. It snapshots really weirdly. I think I'm just being too hasty on that though. I think like so when the donuts are going back and forth, I have to like I think I have to like move when the donut is like in animation, and then I could run past it. So like when it's like here is when I start walking, and then it's gonna hit here, and then by the time it does it again, I'll be gone. Is that water I hear from inside that great big tube? It must be because of those cogs and that gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they drop the water. There's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it too. Okay, so this is a big-ass aquifer. Gotcha. I don't want to brag, but I got second place in Science Olympiad for building a handheld aquifer. So, I seem to be, I'm kind of an expert on the design. We? Oh, hey! It's a Flexolotl. So that is actually true. It's not as cool as I was pretending to make it sound, but yeah, I used to do Science Olympiad back in middle school. I have a first place finish in JV, and then I have a second place finish in varsity. So, you spot an abystoma, an especially lively one at that. It would appear that the concept you observed in another time, another place, was a proof for life in the wider world. Somehow. That's cool. Observe the mushroom-like thing. I didn't see the objectives. My bad, guys. What mushroom-like thing? Mushroom? Oh. Oh, you mean this mushroom-shaped thing. That looks like the trees in Greatest Endsvale. Hold on, that's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and round at the top. Quite tall for something so imbalanced, too. Now it makes sense. That's where they store the water. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it! A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a moment to install it, in even the harshest of environments. For us Loports, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that the peoples of Ethera sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Built near an oasis. So wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount, but you have like water crystals up there, right? Can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear they rely on it far more than we'd anticipated. Although, to be fair, crystals do have a limit. Crystals can run out of energy. Or ether. So the crystal's not infinite water. A few adjustments may be in order. Once we've calculated the average rate of consumption per individual. A lot. It may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtained their water in the first place. Master Alphino spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loporits will share its appreciation for the engineering marvel. Yes, that sounds absolutely splendid. We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlene Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed. We cannot help but notice that the many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think what would have become of us. Regrettably, too many a hungry predator with the aforementioned big, nasty teeth. Loporits may appear to be a potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. Why do I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Logisticon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to living way and cooking way. I entrust singing way and growing way to thy care. Well, so you get first pick? I want living way. More valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. I want a living way and singing way. What the hell, man? If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, growing way. To the water extraction, what's it? Sweet tricks. Alright, we gotta save him from something. Oh, come on. I know you wanna die. That arm's length? How'd I do that? I didn't mean to do arm's length. Thank you so much. I really hope this water extraction Watsit is worth these harrowing experiences. All part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp, if it's all the same to you. Is there a path here? I guess there is. So when it's nighttime in 14, it's really hard to see with the... That is a hunt. It's really hard to see with the big ass light that I have, like right over the TV, the monitor out there. So it's like really hard to see. Like I can see roughly like where I need to go. Like I'm not gonna run into walls or anything. It's just like when going into like grass that's really dark, it's kind of like is this like a path or is this like, you know, a wall? My friends, I bid you welcome to Logisticon Alpha. Our destination doth lie at the lift's top. Pray, follow me. Yes. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. A perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be essential when we start looking for new stars for your kind to inhabit. Apparently most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. Oh, fuck. You're all very lucky that a theorist just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out the way they are because of the available resources, I wonder? I subscribe to the second idea, actually. I feel like if life were to develop on another planet, I don't think what works for us might necessarily work in the same exact way. I mean, obviously, like, our understanding of life is like water and, you know, like proteins and etc., etc. Like, I'm sure maybe that's gonna be the basis for other life, should they be found on other planets, but I feel like there's just gonna be different, you know, elemental conditions, and they're just gonna adapt, and they're gonna look completely different. So, now I'm not talking like, I'm not talking like greys or like giant beasts with like 6 legs, just, you know, like, hey, you know, if, maybe if there's like a shitload of oxygen in the air or something, maybe their lungs are smaller, I don't know, but yeah, I think mankind turned out the way they are because of the available resources. Either way, it's nothing short of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Or I guess more oxygen would make things grow bigger, wouldn't it? Right? That's what happens with plants. They have more oxygen, they become like huge. Then be bigger lungs. Agriculture shock. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provision facilities. In other words, where's the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at Marial Ergonomics. As I imagine, Singway and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus. Wouldst thou be so kind as to escort a visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I'll be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Arion J was telling me about. Cooking way? Let me tell you right now, nobody in Charlotte knows how to cook. Okay, there's one person, and they're acceptable. Everyone else is trash. They're gonna feed you stale bread. And that's not an exaggeration. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose, descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. Not to mention Aetherius will soon be no more, so I must learn all I can while there is still time. They're so nonchalant about it. Let us brook no further delay. Yeah, well, the world's gonna blow up, so I might as well try everything I need to. Jesus. And knowing what we know about the final days, like, who's to say that leaving Aetherius is going to change anything? Meteon will just chase us, right? Like, why wouldn't she? Because she didn't say, you know, I'm gonna let the world destroy itself. She said, I will destroy all of you. I will guide you to the death that you seek, or something like that. She was like saying that she's going to be the harbinger of death, not like the celestial ether like deteriorating. This is the place, yes? The heady aroma was enough to guide me here. I've spotted several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I dearly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Oh my god. What did that say? Well, here we go again. I'm trying to, like, stop on it. Damn, that was so quick! Why was that so quick? Hold on. Oh, I need to play with the new controller. I'm sorry, guys. I need a new controller. Okay, it wasn't that far. Okay. It was like right around here. Right? Can I not frame by frame? I was trying to frame by frame. Hold on, here's what I'll do. I know what I'll do. What's the name of this quest? Agriculture Shock? FF14 Agriculture Shock. Where is it? Gamer Escape. Go to the website. Dialogue. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they would be willing to part with a few samples. There we go. That's it. That was the dialogue. Okay, I'm complete now. I'm complete. Okay. What a fine mess this is. Ah, it's you, the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I'm rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. I'm not the only one. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down This is a crazy sentence. We've all got to find ways to do what we do down here, up there. First on the moon, then on whichever star the form decides will become our new home. It's all so sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the final days to claim us, but no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take may not survive in the new environment. So many species doomed to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if you may. By all means, help yourself. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? Oh, I know what these are. Grapes, yes? Let's see if they are as delicious as they look. So sweet. So sour. The taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between the outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Have your fill. Don't eat them all, though. Well, that's certainly giving me food for thought, though in a far less visceral manner than any philosopher's carrot. Well, tell me, what is your opinion of grapes? I brave an erupting volcano for a choice bunch. Meh. Ghastly things I'd rather eat rancid gigantoid eyeballs. Or gigantoid eyeballs. Honestly, I would go out of my way for some good grapes, but they gotta be good grapes, you know? Alright, so here's the thing about grapes. Most of the time they suck. And I'm just gonna be honest. Most of the time, grapes aren't good. They're mushy. You get some of the moldy ones in there. Not moldy, but like, you know, the soft ones, the depressed ones. Right? And I don't like eating that shit. But when you get a nice bag of grapes, you eat the whole thing right there. Even if there's like only one, that's not like good, if you get a nice one, that's dinner and lunch right there. So yeah, I would brave an erupting volcano for a choice bunch. Not grapes in general. Concord grapes too? I've never actually had the Concord grape, but most grape juices and stuff are made out of, you know, Concord grapes. And if they taste like that, I would actually eat the fuck out of those. But I've never actually had one raw. Like, straight up. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? And from what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. Hey, Sin, I'm serious, man. I would do some... If I can guarantee that every grape bag I ever bought from now until the end of time was perfect, pristine, I'd probably be eating grapes as we speak. But that's the issue, right? Like, you can't guarantee that. Like, I feel like buying grapes is like a 50-50 chance. Like, you might get a decent bag, not a good bag. You might get a decent bag, or you might get one that just sucks. And you don't want to eat half of it. Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. Yes, that's... Equal parts sweet and sour. As are the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Urian J about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. That would be a citrus cooking way. You've never had bad grapes? Oh my gosh, I have bad grapes all the time. Which is why I stopped eating them. I just don't like when they're depressed, you know? And I would rather... So here's the thing, right? I would rather not buy grapes than buy a bag and throw out half of them. Like, I don't like wasting food. Even though I'm picky, I don't like wasting food, right? Like, you know, I could be picky and not be, like, a dick. But it's due to my pickiness with, like, smushed grapes where I'm just like, I'd rather just not deal with it. I'd rather just not buy them. So, yeah, no problem. I had no plans, so, you know. I thought it would be cool to kind of put Hayes in his Halloween costume. The raid group and I, we did Halloween costumes for our last session, and that was the session I was gonna stream, by the way, and I just didn't get around to like booting up. But yeah, we did Halloween costumes. I'll show you. I have the gear set still. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter. This is all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now I see why you all turned your noses up at the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they are, they still are in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. But speaking of carrots, I've been to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. I'm hoping they bring back the area with the pictures. Because there's that NPC I want to talk to who's like, she was like the Mahaki queen or something like that. Or princess. She gave a lot of really cool lore on like Void Scent and the Mahaki. And I can't find that dialogue anywhere. I can't find it anywhere. It's like it didn't even exist. And it makes me mad. So I'm hoping they brought that back. Let me see, can I put it on here? No, I can't do it here. When I get back into Sanctuary, I'll show you the outfit. But yeah, it would be kind of cool. Go a little all out, you know? I don't know what they could do, but it'd be kind of cool if, like, events require you to interact with other people in some way. But again, I don't really know how they would do that. They did that one thing with the Halloween event. I think it was last year or the year before. No, I think it was last year. It was like you did a dungeon with like 4 other people and you had to scare off these ghosts or something and like eat food or something like that. It was a weird one. But it would be kind of cool if just like in the world, like you had to interact with other people. That color. That texture. Are they some sort of enormous round carrots? These are pumpkins, I think. No? In any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. Blech! It's so hard and flavorless. I may as well be chewing on a piece of wood. That all but confirms it. These are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as goodly carrots. Yeah, fuck pumpkins. Stop! 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 Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself. Aren't you cooking way? Don't you cook? And what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I can remember. And perhaps even these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled. I wonder though if there's anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over yonder? Oh no, cooking way, let me save you from yourself. Hard blocks of plant matter. Oh no! Cooking way, don't do it. What a wondrous fragrance. With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. Because I have no idea how these are eaten, and I'll just bite into it. My tongue, is this poison? Is this poison? A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? It may be some time before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, I had best call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to the others. I'm calling pumpkins that from now on. Large blocks of plant matter. Finish, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges, less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way they're not to be eaten raw. And there was the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. The deceiver. First time, was it? I'd hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth in more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Have I not suffered enough? Nevertheless, it would be remiss of me to spurn this opportunity to... Ugh, a bit of sick came up there. Learn more of your inscrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. The deceiver. Ew, what the fuck? What kind of muffin is that? This is... delicious. Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed its vile bitterness could be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal. Sometimes that can even be the difference between life and death. know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the Forum agonized over what was worth preserving, and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them we must if we're to survive. Such strength of will. Now I know what Heidelin sees in your kind. Mankind, the Lobrids, we are both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Wait, what? Mankind? Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirements for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly and its downfall, which we learned with Meteon. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. It's the paradox of the immaculate carrot. That caught me off guard. I didn't even... Yet civilization... Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the cost incurred in their futile quests, and all too often become the architects of their own demise. Their dreams forever unfulfilled. Oh shit, you know what? Think about what's happening with the Eorzean Alliance and with Garlemald, right? Been striving for like absolute peace, you know? Maybe we're kind of bringing them on our downfall, because it was only like as we were approaching like a unified star that this shit started happening, you know? Who knows? Maybe like positive dynamis just like burns a hole in the ozone layer, and that's when the final day starts. You know what I mean? It's like emissions. They pay no heed to the costs incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins. Pardon my Eorzean, but what in the seven hells are you on about? And who are you, anyway? Cooking Way, at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I'm growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We'll work together to preserve as many of Aetherius' species as possible, if you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I look forward to it. This has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Orion J and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? That was fun. That was a cool quest. Nice little, you know, tone breaker. In a good way. Cooking Way has just become my favorite Loprit. The Deceiver. I'm probably going to be calling lemons that for the rest of my life. And 20 years from now, people are going to be wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm going to be like, nope, it's just an inside joke. You had to be there. Either that, or I'll just be awkwardly explaining to them this obscure Final Fantasy XIV quest from a 20-year-old game, 30-year-old game, at that point. That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know of any other places famed for their cuisine? Yeah, in Charlotte. Oh, okay, never mind. The Far East has oodles of noodles. I'll send you to the Culinarians Guild. that I had time to visit. The more I learn of Aetherus, the more I wish we could spare it from the final days. Alas, Heidelin's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. Hayes, not just that time at Mariel Ergonomics didn't bear fruit. Our own efforts too were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches, nor that our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them, and us, for a fortnight. The last time is of the essence. Let us return to Charlie and Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every labyrinth there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. I need to clear my inventory a little bit. God damn. Aww. Jesus Christ, what is all this shit? I guess I'll just use the coffers. Like, I can make these later. I mean, I could put this on Bard, I guess. Right? If I open the accessories on Bard. Oh, no, never mind. I have... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I don't need this shit anymore. No, decent. Spell speed, don't need. This. Oh shit, I could have used that shirt on Bard. Oh well. I completely forgot. It's fine, I'll be fine. Let's do... Unequip, never mind, I can't. Dark hempen trousers of aiming. Bye. Maybe my armory chest is full. These are pants. Full of what? Oh, right. There we go. I can't put on plates, but I mean my outfit kind of looks intact. You won't notice. God, I gotta get to like I gotta get to a retainer to sell some of this stuff. Bunch of garbage. Don't need that. I don't need rock salt. Can't you just like get this? I'm pretty sure. Right, it's not like hard to get. It's not a time note or anything. Why do I just have rock salt? Or is it from a vendor? It might be from a vendor. No, rock salt, level 12. Man, alright, that should hold for a while. Favorite song? Well, one of them anyway. Yes, Hayes, that was indeed me verbalizing a sigh to express my emotional state. You want to know why? Because I saw the reconstructed environmental data for Aetherus at Logisticon Alpha, that's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all of your forests like that? I kind of want to say this. But I might say that. I say. With a star so wonderful, it comes as no surprise that you're reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise. To assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous it must seem to you. Trying so hard, yet achieving so little. Not at all. Our works are no less worthy for their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Denkrid. How did stuff fare? Oh, I was able to glean a fair bit from the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. It doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster could strike at any moment, they hurry to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. We can hardly tell them there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not. Though aided by our goodly growing way, we might yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? We've used to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose it can't hurt to try. I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him. This is as good a place as any. Come. Western Plaza. I'd be moping too if I was just sitting out here in the rain. Like a weirdo. This seat is really sad. Oh. Can I help you? It is you who would help me? Is my anxiety truly so obvious? A burden shared is a burden eased. Pray, tell us of thy troubles. Those little fellows do look like good listeners. I'm an engineer, you see. And what they say of the ship, that it's the sum of decades of Sherlayan ingenuity, that's built with peerless elegant technology. It's all true, but I know that none of that's a guarantee. We've never before launched a starfaring vessel, let alone flown in the great expanse. All the tests we've run have been on the ground. Only operational personnel and cargo will be aboard for the first voyage, but even so, if it fails us then, what can we do? If it doesn't, it could fall apart on the next flight. Or the one after that. We've done everything we can to prevent that from happening, but it hardly matters. I thought the ether burner's design was flawless too, and look how that turned out. Thou art familiar with these most daunting technologies, and thus dost thou hold the power to allay his fears. Oh, I'm not sure about that, but, well, maybe you could tell me if there are any aspects of the ship's design that you're especially worried about. Our ability to walk about and perform our tasks, for one. Our devised a means by which to employ gravity, a spatio-temporal spell, to regulate the environment, but what if it's not strong enough? What if everyone floats away and begins crashing into things as soon as we've left the star? Ah, gravitation! Maybe I can be of help after all. Up there is not so different from down here, you see. The same rules apply, and if you consider them as part of one great big cosmos rather than separate places. I suspect both parties shall find comfort in this conversation. Yet, if Thancred's tale be true, still others would benefit from insights born of experience. Might I prevail upon the Lawbirds to attend them? An excellent idea, if I do say so myself. There's not we like more than an ease to the hearts of the fine people of Aetheris, and learn more about them while we're at it. Oh, glad am I to hear it. Gather thy companions and bring them hither. Ace, thou hast a gift for finding souls in need of succor. Pray, seek thee out the distressed and the apprehensive, and inform them that help is at hand. I shall await them here, that I might introduce each to a suitable operate. I do so look forward to that. A place for every loperate, and every loperate in their place. Let me, okay, it's 10:19. I could actually go for like another 2 hours. And I might. Honestly. Oh, you cowards, let me jump over the hedge. There we go. Oh, I just realized my FPS has been lower than normal. Oops. Oh well, that's fine. Hasn't been noticeable, has it? I mean, it shouldn't be, because I stream in 60, but like it hasn't like done anything noticeable. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just noticed myself, so apologies, but I am awaiting a delivery. Whatever it is, will have to wait. Okay. Is there anybody like outside here? No? Alright. So I have a loose DisplayPort cable. And when it comes loose and then like goes back in, like it'll flicker the picture for a bit, and then it'll cap at 100 hertz. It'll cap my monitor at 100 hertz. So usually when that happens, I have to like restart the PC entirely, and I guess I forgot to before the stream today. So concerns, and there's no point in worrying at this stage. It'll only make the work go that much slower. This woman seems to be coping well. The end of the world is nigh, yet the work goes no faster. Schedules are such temperamental things. Feasible one moment, utter bollocks the next. And yet, I've never felt so alive. This one is beyond your help. Only sleep can save her now. Are these the troubled souls? Because our quest is still 0 out of 8. Blasted assistants. Where have they gone off to at a time like this? Beg pardon, but I have not the time for idle chit-chat. I need to reconfirm that ether levels are consistent throughout the vessel's machinery. It seems I shall have to do so single-handedly. I swear, when I find those assistants of mine... The operates are willing to help. Well, why didn't you say so? At least they won't moan about how they checked 2 dozen times already and haven't slept in weeks. Lazy sods. Oh my god. 1 out of 8. Okay. Yes! Yes, you idiot! Yeah, you! Yes, you idiot! Have you seen an envelope lying about? Is he talking to me? Is he talking to you? You guys? No? No? I mean, I can't fathom who would be calling an idiot, because it's certainly not me, and it's certainly not you. Right? I imagine it's none of you. So I know he's not talking to me. He must be talking to the junk monger. I think, okay. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. This imbecile refuses to give me the alembic, or alchemic I ordered without that bloody slip of parchment. Unless your friends have a spell to make me remember where I dropped my damned envelope, I doubt there'll be more help than you. And you've wasted enough of my time already. It would be unfortunate for all involved to inflict this man upon the Loporits. Boy, if you don't get out of here with your Dr. Robotnik looking ass. Brand new pimple looking ass. Thwomp looking ass. Tiny ear. Oh my god, tiny ear looking ass. This dude look like a whole fucking picture. This dude looks like the this dude looks like the bald guy that you take the iron shavings on, and you put the iron shavings on his head and they stick there. That's what this guy looks like, just without the iron, bro. Look at you. Look at you. You look like a whole work of art, bro. This dude looks fake. Oh my goodness. Don't ever talk to me again. Oh god. A thinker looking ass. My face? What's wrong with my... Ow. Perhaps I am a bit tense. I was tasked with ensuring that the proper fauna, and only the proper fauna, are brought with us to the moon. However, the suitability of a few species is still under debate, and I can hardly make the decision myself, and I know so little about the environment up there. Including the Loports in our discussions is a wonderful idea. I absolutely will. Thank you. Perhaps their biology itself might offer some clue as well. They're familiars, though. They don't really have biology, do they? Outside of just, like, existing? Consult our collaborators. Suppose that will be more effective than sitting here brooding. I'm attempting to calculate how much cargo we can consolidate into fewer trips. Should the ether burner make our original estimates unfeasible? But there's simply too many variables. I feel as if my brow will turn inside out. Perhaps our lunar associates will have more insight into how much weight constitutes too much weight for our purposes. Thank you for letting me know. How might I help you? Wow, what a lovely idea. I too noticed people becoming rather tense, so I rushed out to pluck some fresh and fragrant tea leaves. Now I need only to track down 100 or so cups. But don't you worry, I can manage. I hope your plan to cheer everyone up goes well. This woman is doing better than you are. That's a whole ass mood, man. God damn, you want me to talk to everybody in here? Is there nobody on this side? Or no more people on this side around? Is there anybody like outside the settlement? They all have to be in the settlement, right? Calm researcher. I imagine calm researcher is not going to give us what we seek. Worries? Worries. No, I believe I'm fine, thank you. I've been confiding in my colleagues, and it's helped a lot. Can't recommend it enough. Have you heard anything of what's on the moon? I have no doubt that we can make it up there, but the searching for a new star part of the plan sounds awfully vague to me. That's the forum, but they won't tell us that our collaborators have everything under control. Forgive me, but I don't feel particularly safe wandering through the sea of stars and gods know what made by gods know who. You mean to say that I could speak with them directly? Amazing. I hope they like questions. That's 4 out of 8. I've talked to everybody with a quest icon. Like, who am I missing? Oh, this person's gonna give us a quest later. Like, who's left? Oh, okay, here we go. Anxious. There you go. What am I thinking about? The medical facilities on the ship, of course. I designed them with the assistance of our sages and chirurgeons, but to imagine every illness or injury that one might face in that great expanse is beyond any of us. To say nothing of the effects that living out there indefinitely might have on the body. The crew from the moon! Why did I not think of that? Is there anybody over here? No? I feel like they have to be around here somewhere. I was already on this side, right? Hyperventilating engineer. Yeah, you need help. By the gods, my chest is tight. Am I dying? Is this what dying feels like? Oh, do pardon me. I didn't see you there. There is no cause for concern, I assure you. What? No cause for concern. Even though we may need to depart at any moment. And if the hull design buckles under the strain, the entire vessel may explode on launch, claiming countless lives and dooming all mankind, but it is highly unlikely. Yes, highly unlikely. Highly. Our visitors can help me triple check for structural flaws, you say? Well, that would be wonderful. I'm breathing more easily already. I got lightheaded. Distracted? With what? 56 bunches of weeds in the ground, 56 bunches of weeds, rip one out, add one to them, add to the mound, 55 bunches of weeds in the... This dude is bored. Eep, I'm not neglecting my duties, I swear. I was in need of a little break, you see, but then I found myself unable to relax at all, so I went on a walk. And then I noticed these weeds, and... Those are conversation partners. And oh so fuzzy? Goodness me, that does sound like a much better way to relax. Okay, one more. Gotta find Waldo. You look promising. Never mind. No entry. Money on this side? No? I think this might... I'm gonna go ahead and say it early. I think this might be my least favorite side quest in the game. This kind of sucks. It's a lot of people to find in a pretty big radius. I was trying to see if I can get on the roof. Did I say side quest? I think I said side quest. Quest in the game. This kind of sucks. Because now I'm doing laps. This is my second lap. Why can't I jump on that? Oh, there we go. Tired Gleaner. Is anything bothering me? Well, I've been loading cargo for barrels now, so my back feels like a void sense plated as a piano. My feet and knees as drums and cymbals too. Where's the last one? Go to bed. Stop distracting me. I gotta find somebody that actually needs help. See, I feel like I'm just doing donuts, man. That being said, I'm gonna try and get on the roof again. Alright, watch this shit, watch this shit. Nice. Alright, I'll watch this shit. Okay. Okay. No sightseeing? Damn. I don't know where number 8 could be. Genuinely. I've run out of people. I think I've run out of people. I mean, I haven't, but of course this is the last one I haven't found. Like, where are they? Hiding under a table? Do I have to do, like, the quadrant thing that people do when looking for stuff? Oh, don't tell me. I don't know if this is here. What is this? No. I didn't know they were indoors. Who the fuck are you? You weren't there you weren't there before. But they weren't there before. Am I crazy? They were not there before. Just leave me to my misery. The form can appoint someone else. I apologize. I simply don't know what to do. How am I supposed to pilot the Ark if I'm already falling apart under pressure? Wow, you're the pilot? Dude, you literally have the weight of an entire planet on your shoulders. You know a starship pilot that I might speak with? Truly. Well then, there's no time to waste. It can help me prepare for this monumental task. You are the pilot, dude? That's the last job I would want on the ship, you know? I would do anything else but piloting. Like, it's enough to drive a... Well, I mean, I don't drive. But it's enough to, like, drive a car with, like, 2 people. Imagine flying a spaceship through deep space with, like, the entire population of planet Earth. Just chilling. Behold, Haze. Through thine efforts, word hath spread throughout Labyrinthos. Verily to a far greater number than we anticipated. Living way doth gather more elaborates as we speak. I shall assign each in accordance with their skills, that new bonds of friendship might be forged. Should greater matters require not thine attentions, watch over them, I prithee. This is gonna be voiced.
Phew! Oh, finally some rest. Why, I haven't spoken so much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
It would behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
Sleeping Way is the pilot?
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that, were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Oh shit.
Yes, I am.
Is it Monbrida's parents?
Wilson and Blovida, Charlian's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moonbreeder's parents.
It hath been some time. Tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blovida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know, we always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while. Arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, Our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone. Grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Those are fantastic parents. Those are absolutely fantastic people and parents. Role models right here. Luvita and Vilfson. Okay. Their names are forever remembered in my head. I love those two. Remind me to invite Urianger for a drink when we have a moment to breathe. We're long overdue for one. We can raise a glass to Moon Brita. I assure you that my fellow Lobrits are equally excited to have this opportunity. They were humming the whole way here. Goodness me, I've never felt like there was too little time before. There are so many people to talk to, so many things to learn. We spent so long gazing at the star, wondering and hoping. But to be here now, to walk among the people, to be a part of their lives, and know that we made a difference, it's so much more than I ever dreamed. I was so busy asking questions about Aetherius that I never thought to ask more about Urianger. I'd like to, but where would I begin? Oh, you must be one of the Scions, correct? Thank you for caring for my daughter. The time she spent with you was all too short. I know she was proud to have you as comrades. Urianger is too, I'm sure. I certainly feel better for knowing he has good friends to look after him. See that he comes home from time to time, will you? The classical Rogadan language isn't so different from Eorzean. You ever wonder why we named our daughter Moon's Bride? When I first held her, the moon was shining silver and full. The whole world seemed to glow. I knew it had chosen her. That she would be a beacon of that self-same light. Of course, we'd later hear our fair share of jokes about how we ought to have gone for sun instead, with how bright and stubborn she was. But fiery as my Moon Brita was, she was always kind and gentle. Oh, Haze. Blue Bride? Luvita? No. That's a completely different word. Oh, Haze. Be assured that I am fine. I am well glad to see them too, after so very long. Better still that was in your company. As difficult as it was to accept their kindness, it would have been far harder had I faced them alone. Alright. I need to see... Hold on. I was gonna do a little sneaky. Let's see, Endwalker MSQ. I'm just curious, because I know we're like below 30 quests left. So I just want to count and see where we're at. So Hither and Yarns. It's in the level 88 section. Okay. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in this section. It's 28, 48, 59. No, I can't count. 67, 70, 79, 88, 90. So we've done 90 out of, or we're on quest 90 right now out of 108. So there's 18 quests left in Endwalker. 18 left. The pall of anxiety over Charlene Hamlet has thinned to more manageable levels. Thou hast my gratitude for lending courage to the Loporits. Not disposed to rest on their laurels, several of our guests have elected to accompany my countrymen to their stations. Some few may still come hither seeking counsel, and so I shall remain to aid them as need be. Thou art needed elsewhere. Do not let me detain thee. As a matter of fact, I was hoping you might check on Alize. Last I saw, she was struggling to carry an enormous pile of boxes out the west gate. I can go myself, but we both know whose help she's less like to scorn. Not to mention that, much to my misfortune, I can think of several other things I ought to be doing. Until later. Yeah, okay, buddy. Oh, side quests! Fuck! Alright. We'll have to come back and do these. Shit, there's so many of them. Okay, and probably one of these is cinematic as well, too. Alright. Well, I'll help Alize. We'll do MSQ and then we'll come back here. See, now that, like, the story has hooked me, I hate seeing side quests. Because I know I'm going to want the lore for them, and I know it's not going to be MSQ lore. So... I keep forgetting I can't jump on that. What's up, Alize? Hayes, what are you doing out here? It's been a long-ass night. How long has it been night for? No, I don't mind if you help with the boxes, but it's far from the most exciting of tasks. Are you sure? Well, I appreciate the assistance. We need to get these to Aporia. Time is short, of course, but they're full of organic specimens and samples, so try not to be too rough with them. Alphinaud should be waiting for us when we arrive. I'll see you there. Okay, just deliver these samples through a fate. That's cool. Alright, watch this, watch this. Yoink. Oh, you're helping with the crates. Wonderful, you can put that there with the others. You have my gratitude. But how did you come to be involved in this? Ah, then I suppose I have Thancred to thank as well. If you're wondering why we were tasked with bringing these boxes to Aporia to begin with, so was I. It turns out that this is the base of operations of sorts. Those with final say as to what is included in the ship's manifest can be found here. Father included, I suspect. That should be everything. You carried all that at once? Are you trying to injure yourself? Oh hush, they're lighter than they look. Not everyone has your delicate arms. I suppose we should let someone know that we finished. Theopoldin is in the courtyard. We can report to him. Why don't you come along? You should get credit for your assistance at least. Considering where we are, we might even learn something interesting. There's another ether right here? Wow, okay. Huh. There we go. I keep thinking that I've seen him elsewhere, but I cannot for the life of me remember when. Huh. This must be Theopoldin. God, it never ends, does it? What can I do for you? You brought samples from Charlie and Hamlet. Series 110? Crates are by the entrance. Ah, thank you. I had expected one of my colleagues, but we are dreadfully short-handed. Just a moment. You're Fortuno's children, are you not? Alphino and Alizé at your service. You're well acquainted with father, I take it. Quite. I've been friends with your parents since our days at the studium. I remember when you were yay high, waddling hither and thither. But it's been quite some time since we've met. It's good to see you again, wielding your father's new list, no less. You knew our parents when they were young. What were they like? Pray, spare no detail. I should like nothing more than to regale you. Alas, I am meant to be in charge here, and terms of paperwork one for submission. We can help with that, in exchange for the sort of stories our parents would never willingly divulge, of course. Alizé doing paperwork? Very well then. There happen to be 3 sets of documents in needed delivery. So how about each of you take one? You each take one. Wait right there. You'll find a foreign representative waiting to collect these near the southernmost structure. I hope I haven't kept her waiting too long. Never mind Alphino and Alizé. I'm certain they will be back soon enough. I said southernmost? Are you not one of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? I thought you were meant to be working on the Ether Burner. The nature of this paperwork is not a particularly well-guarded secret, but due to how dull it is to read, will nevertheless remain largely unknown. Theopoldin's paperwork! I was beginning to worry he had misplaced his quill. I appreciate your help in seeing these documents in my hand at last. As for your other task, we're gonna keep this between us, but I sincerely hope you Scions succeed. The Exodus is, without a doubt, the most monumental undertaking in the history of the Forum, and so we must be circumspect in all respects. Risk is a privilege we cannot afford ourselves. At its heart, however, Charlian has ever been a nation of the curious. It would be a tragedy indeed if we were the ones to stymie your pursuit of truth. Okay. Quick and efficient. I dare say you have a talent for this work. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered elsewhere. The twins' papers only needed to be delivered to elsewhere in the facility, so they should be returning any moment. I love how the longer the stream goes on, the harder it is for me to read English. We return, with not a scrap of paperwork remaining on our persons. You will know. Both have my thanks, and my apologies for sending you on an errand far below your ambitions. Why, even as a babe, you struggled out of your swaddling clothes and... That is quite enough of that, thank you. It was compromising stories of our parents that we'd asked to hear. Reiterate. Of course, of course. I've known your father for so long. I must have something. Well, as you know, part of why the Levailleur name garners such respect in Charlene is your family's storied history. You too can trace your ancestry directly to those who came aboard Nooncraft's Hope! A lineage few can claim! I said it in like session, what, 4? I said it. The highborn, or the high-ranking people in Charlian, right? They said Levailleur, House Levailleur is the oldest estate in Charlian. So it only makes sense that they're the people that came on the Ark. And that means, that they're from, Nooncraft's Hope. Is that Mericidia? They're Mericidians. Right? I think it was Mericidia, Nooncraft's Hope. That's the, Nooncraft's Hope, by the way, is the boat, just to reiterate. That's the boat that's in, Alagana. In, the peaks. Yeah. Or is it Aligiri? Whichever one's the second one you go to. It's that big boat that does nothing. So they are Mericidians. That's kind of fucking cool. A lineage few can claim. I've never thought much of it myself. It's not as though our forebears founded our nation. They were simply there when it happened. Nevertheless, it has traditionally been a point of pride. This is why Nooncraft's pronouncement, renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason, has ever been our family's creed. Until your grandfather's time, aye. Archon Louisoix looked not to Nooncraft's words, but his deeds. He asserted, in defiance of his peers, that choosing to save the great and the small from the rising tides was the true mark of our founder's virtue. Perhaps it was his expertise, his knowledge of ancient prophecy and the fall of civilizations, that led him to conclude that to eschew conflict at every turn was to consign mankind to his doom. There will ever be conflict, and calamity will follow. Thus, to ignore the plight of those one conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. You remember his words well. Indeed, Archon Louisoix lived by that personal creed, and has used every means at his disposal to bring succor to those in need. Charlian or no. No one loved and admired your grandfather more than his son. Yet Fortunato could not reconcile Louisoix's deeds with the philosophy of their forebears and his peers, a philosophy in which he believed so fervently, yet made a pariah of his father. Fortunato agonized over this contradiction for much of his life. God's father. A son may carry his father's blood, but his choices are his own to bear. Is it not always thus? Gods know Fortunato's a cranky old goat, so I'm sure you butt heads often enough. Yet even so, you must know that you are constantly in his thoughts, every moment of every day. That is not an exaggeration in the slightest. You should have seen him when you were born. Barely recognizable. He was with a kind of dumbfounded grin I had not seen since he first took a fancy to your mother. He was practically skipping when he told me the news. Take my word for it, he loves you to an embarrassing degree. But he's also frustratingly single-minded. Once he's decided that a given action is for the best, he will stay the course no matter who or what opposes him. A profoundly annoying habit when you're on the other end of it, as I'm sure you will agree. I'll say. Thank you for your insight. When we meet our parents, I shall mention that we spoke. Try not to get me into too much trouble now. I need the forum on my side. Speaking of which, I need to be getting back to work. I have to make sure the specimens you brought make it to their proper places, or the cranky old goat will have my hide. We could speak again later. Well, that was cute. Hail, you three! Is it the homie? Ah, boo. I mean, Raha's cool, but, like, I thought it was gonna be, fuck, I don't even remember his name. the Vieira dude that we see here. Raha, surely Kokol hasn't driven you out of the forge already. For better or for worse, no. However, he has sent me a task that requires more than my single pair of hands, and here you are. I could use at least one of you, but I won't object to more. Unfortunately, Alizé and I have prior commitments, and we have delayed too long as it is. What about you, Hayes? Can you spare the time? Perfect. This shouldn't take long. I'm running out of inventory space. Let's see. Okay. What was that? Gloves and shoes? Yeah, don't need these. Shoes. Don't need these. It's terrible. Oh, I'm in a sanctuary. Hold on. Where the... There we go. It's decent. And decent. Alright. So this was the, this is what I wore in my raid group. Hold on. There we go. I kind of like this outfit. I mean, it's hard to see in the dark, but like, it's supposed to be like a... I had like face paint on too to make it look like I was decomposing, but I was supposed to be like an undead pirate. Because like, you know, my character's a sky pirate and whatnot. I think the look is pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. But... yeah. I mean... It's weird to say that I don't normally do glams, because that's not really true anymore. Because like my raid group does an outfit every session, so it's like I don't normally do glams, but I definitely do now. At least one every Sunday, if I remember anyway. An unspecified task awaits you. Thanks, man. In the event that our, and I quote, promised heap of adamantite falls right out of the bloody sky and into my lap, Master Chekhov wishes to be ready to put the proverbial hammer to anvil at a moment's notice. To fabricate these parts, however, he needs the flames of Chekhov's forge to burn hotter. He sent me to increase the amount of ether being funneled to his furnaces. I did say I was going to do side quest, didn't I? Or, it's 11 o'clock, I'll do a side quest session tomorrow. But I'll just keep going with MSQ for right now. To see how far I can get in that, and then I'll go back and do the side quests. He sent me to increase the amount of ether being funneled into his furnaces. The flow of fire aspected ether in Labyrinthos is regulated by an elemental reactor south of here, which I borrowed the key. The adjustment will require 2 people to carry out safely, but I can explain the process when we arrive. This is where we part then. We'll see you in Charlie and Hamlet once the adamantite arrives, if not before. This way then. Oh, it's taking us all around the ring. Wow. The reactor is housed within this facility. I'll be the one to go inside and adjust the fire ether output. When I do, a rather large amount of water aspected ether will issue from the vent at the top. I expect this to attract at least a few elementals, which we would both rather not be drawn into the reactor itself. Trust me. Could I ask that you put down any that draw too near? They'll pose you little trouble, I'm sure. Sure. Wait here if you would. Wait, didn't we learn that elementals are like, just hungry? We don't gotta murder them. so much damage. Did everything go smoothly out here? I thought as much. No major complications to speak of inside either. And the water heater appears to be venting properly. I expect Kokol will have seen a difference in his forge flames by the time I return. Since I have you, there was another matter I thought to discuss with you. Rahati is floating. And I'm in the ground. Nothing terribly important. Merely something I've been considering. Part of this I shared with everyone. Yet you, and only you, have been to Elvis. As we've established, refined adamantite is a product of Aleg, of the Empire's twilight years, in fact. It was a material which saw much use as part of the Allegan's effort to extend beyond the bounds of this world. Dalamud, of course, being the most prominent. But those who would push further, expand Aleg's empire to encompass the heavens and the stars above. Perhaps the greatest was its infamous technologist, Amon. Hermes. Or a Hermes. Was Dalamud a ship? Dalamud wasn't a ship, right? Wasn't it just like a prison for Bahamut? I'm gonna say, did he remember his life as Hermes? I believe he had his own reasons. There's no evidence to suggest that he retained memories of his former life. He only joined the Asians once the Empire was all but dust, as you know. If not his memory, though, what drove him to pursue the idea with such fervor? This may seem far-fetched, but what if souls, like minds, have a personality, so to speak? Natural disposition towards which they are inclined. Whoa. We know with relative certainty that it was the gross decadence and inexorable decline of Aleg that moved Amon to resurrect Emperor Zand. Empire's people spoke lightly of death and destruction, experimenting on those they deemed beneath them to fill the emptiness in their hearts. In facilitating Zand's return... Zande? Actually, isn't it pronounced Zande? Zande's return, Amon provided these languid souls with the means to free themselves from the mire of their own indolence. Or would have, had not Zande been convinced by his own death that life itself was meaningless. Amon's desire for his countrymen to conquer the heavens could only be a means to the same end, to instill the people with new purpose. Like Hermes before him, Amon was appalled by how those around him lived, but could never bring himself to believe that those lives were devoid of meaning. Both of them sought that meaning, that hope, the distant stars. Yeah, such is my theory, anyway. Ultimately, it is the consequences of their actions which matter. Motives are of no moment. Yet, to reach those stars on wings of adamantite, travel to the ends of creation and beyond, the promise of hope everlasting. How much I do understand. But enough musing for now. Why don't we see how Kokol is getting on? Interesting. It wouldn't be that crazy, right? Because, like, we already know that I have the soul of, Azem, which, my soul is very similar to Vanna's blessing. The current Azem at the time also had a similar color soul. Or no, she saw my blessing on me. It wasn't like my soul that was glowing. It was just the blessing she saw on me. But like it's not crazy. Plus they were talking about how like people who trend towards certain ideals, they are like, if they get positions, like they'll go to their fate, right? For example, like if somebody is born and, you know, it's not that they like, how do I explain this? It's not necessarily that they're like, oh man, birds are cool, I fuck with birds. It's more like your fate in life is to be a bird watcher because you like birds. That's how they viewed it, right? So it's like, you know, I guess it's not far-fetched. Maybe it's a lot more of a, you know, of a strict life path than we thought, right? Maybe some people are just born with souls trending in directions that mimic people that came before them, you know, like reincarnation. And you know what's crazy? If that's true, then there's that one tribe in Azim Steppe. Oh, I forgot their name. It's the tribe headed by the black mage leader who's like, you know, always looking for a fight. She's like, I must have my staff bathe in the blood of my enemy. You know her. If that's true, then that tribe was onto something this entire fucking time. And not a single other tribe caught on. It's kind of cool. Ooh, I can feel those flames are blazing from here. Bet you found someone capable, Graha, but there's not much left for you lot to do. Unless you can conjure up that refined adamantite any faster. Okay. What time is it now? 11:15. Do I want to cut it here? I almost want to cut here because we did like a full circle. Let's see, what's the next quest? Oh, okay, so it's gonna give me an etherite, which means this is important. Okay, we'll do this one. Kokol Danko is, as usual, worked up over the ether burner. I do trust you to deliver on your promise, I do, only... I hate waiting. I want the adamantite and I want it now! We, share your impatience, I assure you. Is there truly nothing else you can assist with in the meantime? I wish. Sitting about's unbearable. Pity the foreign frowns on recreational explosions. Well, so long as they can't prove it was premeditated. Get you gone. I have mistakes to make. In that case, I suppose I should go and return the key to the reactor. I'll have one more look to make sure that nothing has gone wrong. Unintentionally or otherwise. I'm certain there are better uses for your time, however. I will join you in Charlie and Hamlet anon. Yeah, I'll do these side quests tomorrow. If you wait here, your companions are bound to turn up sooner or later. Yeah. Why does that water tower look like a mushroom and those two water towers look like real? Finally, some goddamn light.
All set, I take it?
Yep.
We finished what we could. Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals. Trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loperites, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have for the most part been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Cryo. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
Speak of the devil. Let us go at once.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
Whoa, okay. I thought it was something bad. God damn. And there's more? Holy shit! They got everybody.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
They got everybody. Literally everybody! Those are the Sky Pirates from Void Ark.
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. An hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalaman shard.
You gonna take that, Amenerlin?
I'll have you know, I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
My, what a grand welcome party. Hancock and Soroban. We come bearing relics both sacred and elegant, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance. Our friends in Bosnia, for instance, have sent along a few artifacts for the brave allies of the Resistance. That's you.
Oh, my suffering was worth it.
And we brought a number of items from Eureka as well.
Oh, Ejika!
Ejika Sunjika. He says a little advance warning would have been appreciated by the by.
Man, I hated Ejika at first. He's the homie,
I
though.
myself have come with a sacred relic of Rayson Temple. 'Twas passing fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements. Upon learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid, with our dango, never fear, and consulted with the other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause. Suzaku and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onakoru, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate.
Oh, wow. Suzaku let us have it?
I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time. Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure.
Hey, it's always an honor. I'll do anything. For the playwrights.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenar Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
Since we what?
We funded the venture. When?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
Don't let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending.
That laugh was fantastic.
When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount.
Where are you getting this money?
We also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Oh, their mom.
Mother!
Millions.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full.
So that's where you've been getting the money.
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny tiny toy boat, now can we? And 'twould be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
However did you manage so much in so short a time, then? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
That's the homie.
Erenville.
That's his
You were
name.
involved too.
I received a letter from Cryo after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlie. I accept that the Form's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless, undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed. To make a long story short, the whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Nice. Finally!
What's this about a ship that can fly to the
I'm like, why haven't we called him yet?
And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
Hey, I said it from the beginning, Sid. I literally was like, Sid would know.
Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship.
Is that a mini Omega?
Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlint before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius.
Yeah?
He's still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise, so we offer none of the latter. What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments.
Nice.
There's a fair bit of refined adamantite in it too.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard.
All of those times where I was like, I have to do everything in the patch is now paying off.
Some consternation upon first receiving Kryl's message. So few scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them.
Them too? Literally everyone.
I know. How the Gobbyflock fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby booms.
I love this cutscene so much. They don't need me anymore, man.
As all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Han not have more pressing concerns?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution. That, and I am indebted to you.
The homie Vitra, man.
Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnan, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere.
That's pretty big information.
Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent.
What?
Ajdaya's answer was silence, as ever.
Ajdaya? Who the fuck is that?
Tiamat and Chrisvel
Is that the Seven?
Responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, very well.
They just casually dropped the Seven? Where the fuck is this
Have
guy?
I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself.
Welcome.
Fuck me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. Of all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent.
And you just did that math?
Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
I don't... Oh, okay. Calm down there.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the science end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
He does, yeah. It's just a little Omega just chilling. Wait, was Alpha there too? I thought I saw Alpha there. Or is it the Alpha minion? Right, because Alpha's like a ghost now.
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I will bear it with you.
That's a father.
I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
That is a father right there.
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlien's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail, I would suffer it, and more, and be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Amelians.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well. I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular. I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You've no small number of friends and
Me?
admirers here after all.
Look at everyone. Lend us your strength. I think that's what I'm gonna say. Because we would not have gotten to this point if it was not for everyone's individual talents. I'm just a guy who has the blessing of the Echo. I didn't know anything about the Black Shroud. I didn't know anything about Bannerlin. I didn't know anything about Vilbrand. Okay? I didn't know anything about the Dragonsong War. I didn't know anything about the occupation in Dalmasca. I didn't know anything about Kugane and how it was a port for free trade. I didn't know anything about the Ruby Sea. I didn't know anything about what was going on with Yotsuyu and Gosets and Hien and Azim Step. I didn't know anything about the First, and I sure as fuck didn't know anything about Charlian and the Moon and any of this. If not for everybody's help up until this point, everybody's individual strengths and weaknesses, you know? I think in some cases, especially when you have a lot of friends, weaknesses can be a strength. It brings you closer together. We wouldn't have made it this far. So, I'm gonna say lend us your strength.
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
There are a lot of people here. What happened? Was there a hunt train recently? Why are there so many people here? Time has come to claim our prize. Are you prepared? Please send a letter along with Gridania's contribution. It seems she traveled there to aid in their adamantite recovery. Evidently, journeying to Gridania was quite the trial, as was getting into the Dalamud Shard, as was reaching its depths. I suspect she will have a few kind words to say with the Elegans next time we meet. What? Oh, what did you... Wait, what did you see, Sin? Or something they said. I'm sorry, I was just like hard focusing on that cutscene. That cutscene was really cool. Unaided, we Scions could never have gathered such a bounty. Find adamantite. It looks sacred and ancient alike. I find myself quite overcome. If I never see another crate again, it'll be too soon. I cannot wait to see what our friends from the Ironworks will do with the ship. I had no idea how massive a weight it was until he lifted it off my shoulders. And more importantly, his words were an affirmation that the path we walk is the right one. Oh, gotcha, okay. Part of me might have been satisfied so long as my family and friends survived the final days. But to save the star is what we all want most. And if those same people believe that I can help see it done, who am I to say otherwise? Come what may, I will fight for the... Why are there so many people here? Come what may, I will fight for this world of ours until the very end. Is something going on today? Is it like new gear? Maybe? My throat hurts from directing so many people to Labyrinthos. That only proves we got our money's worth. Finally managed to clear the harbor, which means the rest is in the engineer's capable hands. Meanwhile, Father has issued to us an invitation. As was agreed, he will reveal the means by which Heidelin may be contacted. We are to meet him at Aporia when we are ready. Given the vital knowledge she holds, I suggest we leave without delay. It transpires, however, that the Forum's method for speaking with her is not without risks. I'm curious to hear what those might entail, but regardless, be warned. Most of those who arrived with the Adamantite have offered to stay and see to any remaining tasks I need doing. The Forum has already asked for my assistance in overseeing the process, so you needn't worry about a thing. Does she have to stand, like, right in my lore? Thank you, Tataru. We're off to Aporia, then. I don't know what's going on there. What NPC is that? Oh, it's an NPC that I don't have yet. I'm guessing. Yeah, it's an NPC I can't talk to yet. It's probably like some script shit. Oh, I never attuned to it. No, fuck. I never attuned to it. Shit. All right. They're going on vacation. A little bit of a road trip. Yeah, I still have to get all the ether currents. So the last two are probably up right now, and then I still have 7 more to find. Which, honestly, I'll probably find, like, on my own time. And then I'll do the side quest ones tomorrow. Okay. There we go. This is cool looking. Orshino. Hayes, I've already shown the others inside. You'll want to speak with... Clara Lane. She has the key to the lift and can send you down after me. You're Master Fortuno, yes? Just step inside the lift here. I feel like I'm going a lot further than I want to. Oh, wow. Oh, so we can be down here. It's just we can't, like, jump down. Okay. I guess we could fly down here, eventually. From here, we proceed to the heart of Labyrinthos and its most closely guarded secret. Thaumazen. It marks the beginning and end of our efforts, once we delve to seek audience with the star, and once we will embark on our journey to the heavens. This way, if you please. Thaumazen. Wow. That gave me the whole area. And there's still more to discover? What haven't I seen yet? Oh, here. Okay. Whoa. Well, there it is. Holy shit. It's definitely Allegan in nature. Well, that, like, hint of Charlian. Look, if it looks like the Monado from Xenoblade Chronicles, you could tell that there's, like, Allegan influence. It's just that, like, little end bit. I bid you welcome to Thaumazen. Thaumazian? Thaumazen? Thaumazen, that sounds right. Direct your attention toward its center to behold the arc over which we have long labored. This is gonna hold millions of people? As you can see, it was designed as a medium-sized craft, the better to reduce fuel consumption. Miniaturizing magics have been applied to its interior to ensure that the thrust-to-weight ratio does not place too great a limitation on its freight capacity. Miniaturizing magic? Huh. The ether burner, as you know, has been removed for further modification, but we shall reattach it soon enough. I've received word that Kokol and several of your allies are working on it with an intense fervor. They are sure to see it done. It was by their expertise that many a prior disaster was averted. If anything, I fear they will not afford us much time for speaking with Heidelin ere they finish. Point taken. Let us move on. I must warn you again, however, that even with the benefit of our device, to treat with her is not a simple feat. We must learn of Heidelin's greater plan. We can only hope that she also knows the current location of Meteon. And we can do neither if we do not focus on whatever trial awaits us within. You feel it too, don't you? The ship is impressive, but it pales in comparison to the vast primordial power beneath our feet. It seems enchantments most advanced have been woven into the ship's very bones. Vilfsun and Blavita were doubtless called upon for their expertise in teleportation magics. I doubt this is what Aaronville meant when he said that there remains much we do not know, but I still can't believe everything that was hidden underneath the city this entire time. It was the Allegans who first combined the mechanical and ethereal sciences into a revolutionary discipline. Given that the ship is nothing short of a technological marvel in that precise vein, Allegan salvage should suit it well. If meeting Heidelin proves difficult even for the foreign, then perhaps Oh, 'tis an unformed idea at this phase, I'm afraid. I will duly inform you if anything comes of it. Think how many generations labored for this end, that we aim higher still. We must spare no preparation. That means speaking with Heidelin, no matter the cost. I can well imagine the zeal with which they're working on the ether burner, and all I can say is I'm glad we have something to do other than get in their way. Once it's ready, we'll see to it that the ship is put to good use. I've done what I can to impress upon you the gravity of what lies ahead. Are you prepared? That's gonna do it. There's the next quest. Her children, one and all. Fortuno is ready to lead you to Heidelin at last. Level 89! Okay, so we have to stop here. Perfect! Perfect. We have to stop here. So we know how serious the situation is. Fortuno has been trying to stop us this entire time, but we're going. So that'll do it for today's stream. That will do it for today's stream. Wow. Lots of crazy shit happened. Not crazy necessarily in that, like, you know, big reveals and whatnot, but just really cool cutscenes, a lot of character development. I like seeing it, you know? So that was fun. that was a good session. Next session, I guess what I'll do is I will do the 89 role quests, and then I will also do all the side quests, and we'll see how much time I have left after that to see if I can do any MSQ. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, as always, and fuck, man. Almost at the end of Endwalker. Shit, how many quests do I have left? Like 17 now? 17 quests left. Thank you for chilling with me. And I'll catch you next session. Peace.